Hi, Wendy Davis, massage therapist. Welcome back to Mindful Movements. And we have Michael who's willing to do some upper body movements with us today. And we're going to start with about 5 simple upper body movements that you can do to help with stiff muscles, to help make you more flexible, work your joints, and strengthen your entire upper body. And start out pretty simple, and we can always increase these exercises by adding weights as we get more comfortable with doing them. And we can add bands later, and we can show you that at another video. So for this one, we're going to keep it nice and simple. Michael is going to start with doing the neck exercises. So we're going to be stretching laterally and medially his neck. So he's going to laterally take his neck to the right side, and then he's going to come over to the left side. And while you're doing this exercise, you want to do it to each side 3 to 5 times. And while you're doing it, think about elongating those muscles. Elongating these muscles in the traps, and the posterior C-spine is pulling. So try to keep your shoulders down. Michael's doing a great job. Can you feel the stretch?
Very good.
Okay, very good. All right, the next one we're going to do is we're going to work our shoulders. We're going to get them to loosen up. So we're going to start with having our arms out to our side. And we're going to do circles. We're going to start with small circles at first. That's good. And if you have pain doing this, you have a rotator cuff tear or something, and this is too painful, you can always bring in your arm and try to do it from a folded position. So you could hold it from the chest, right here on your deltoid. Yep, and just do smaller circles. And that'll give you a little less pull and strain from having your arm all the way out. But we should start with the shoulders out, small circles. And after you do about 5 rotations, reverse it. Go the opposite way. And then we want to make larger circles. When you start to do larger circles, make sure you're sitting up straight in the chair. And you should start to feel it also through the back, through the shoulder blades, and coming down a little bit in the side, as well as through the pecs, because this is just going to open up the entire upper body. Okay, thank you. Next movement we're going to do is we're going to work the arms. So we're going to do some bicep moves. Okay. So we're going to start really basic just by doing a bicep, and then we're going to turn out as we go over our head. Stretch it and come back down. As you're coming down, you're going to turn the muscles, and exactly, very good. Okay, if you're feeling a lot in your shoulders, you may want to add a little weight to increase the pressure in the biceps. So we could do a water bottle. You could do cans of soup, just anything around the house, just to add a little additional weight when you're pulling those biceps. And you really want to focus. When you're working muscles, you want to really focus on the targeted muscles. If you don't focus on the targeted muscles, what will happen is your body will get lazy and throw that stretch off to some other place. The muscles are very lazy, and they will quickly just start slinging things around instead of using the muscles. So the targeted muscles, the bicep, you really want to pretend there's some force there. Pretend you're really lifting. And does it feel like it's making a difference? You're really pushing something heavy over your head. You're coming back down, concentrating on the bicep muscles, and then into the forearms and the triceps, coming back down. The next group of muscles we're going to do is we're going to do some rowing. So we're going to take the arms and just push out from the chest and then bring them back in behind. So you want your elbows to be straight, and you want to pull back. Just like you're rowing, you're pulling a long rubber band. Pull back. You want to feel this through your chest, through the pec muscles. And that's 4 and 5. Good. Where do you feel that stretch? Were you feeling it specifically in the
pecs here,
and the pecs, and a little bit up in the supraspinatus and traps? Okay, good. So again, we want to really focus on the area, and we also want to pretend that we're really pushing something heavy to give our muscles a little bit of a workout here. So now we're going to do a little bit more complicated stretch because it's going to work over the body, cross over. So Michael, we're going to take our arm out once again and just give it a nice angle, nice and straight. And you're going to have your feet flat on the floor. And then you're just going to reach down and try to touch the opposite ankle on the inside. Come back up. Lean back down into it. Nice stretch. Start turning. That's good. Go back up. When you get up there, really feel that stretch. And come back down. Touch again. Good. How's that feel?
That's good.
Can feel a good stretch in there. Now again, this stretch is pulling, yes, it's using the lat muscles. It's pulling the fascia. It's also stabilizing. He has to hold certain muscles while he's moving other muscles in the action. And that's awesome. I think we're at 5. So again, these movements you can do with weights if you need a little more. But to start with, we're just sticking very basic. How did that feel, Michael?
Very good.
Very good. You're welcome. This is Mindful Movements with Wendy Davis, massage therapist.